Hi everyone, I'm Adam Brady, Chopra educator and certified meditation, yoga, and mind-body wellness instructor. Welcome back to 15-Minute Mindfulness. This is lesson 21 and it will be our third and final set of Qigong exercises. So there will be another 3 exercises in this sequence that you can either practice separately or link them all together as we'll do in the end. But we're going to start with what's called a standing twist. Now, all 3 of these poses you'll see help to cultivate the movement of energy and releasing any tension in our spine, moving, shifting our weight a little bit, but it's always meant to be gentle, easy, comfortable for your body. So remember, that's always the theme. Move toward comfort and away from discomfort. So starting with the standing twist, we're going to step our feet out probably about a little bit wider than shoulder distance apart, have a nice soft bend in our knees, and place your hands on your knees. I like to call this shortstop pose because you're just kind of like waiting for something to happen, but you want to keep your spine long as opposed to rounding and hunching. We're not just sitting here and sinking down and kind of collapsing our spine. So from the side, you want to have that nice length and that nice neutral position here so you feel rooted and grounded and nice base position here. So all we're doing from here, we're using this kind of as our home base. Take a deep breath in, lengthen your spine, and exhale. Let's rotate and turn to the right. Look over your right shoulder, and if you like, you can rotate your left hand and place it palm facing up to give you a little bit more turning leverage here. Looking over the shoulder, a couple nice deep breaths here. And then on the inhale, we'll unwind, come back to center. Exhale, switch. Rotate over, look over your left shoulder. Take a nice deep breath here. And then exhale, come back to center. Take a deep breath. Exhale, rotate, look over your shoulder. Breathe. Inhale, unwind, back to center. Exhale and twist. Inhale, back to center. Exhale one more time. You may notice that you can deepen the twist just a little bit more each time. Inhale, back to center. And exhale, looking over right shoulder. Inhale, unwind, back to center. So that's just a very simple standing twist that you can do if you're feeling tight, if you're feeling tension, you've been doing a lot of walking, a lot of standing, and you don't have the opportunity to sit down somewhere. You can just pause and get that nice twist in. It really helps to loosen up your lower back, to release any back tension. Of course, helps to increase the flexibility. You may have seen that as you got to maybe the 3rd time, you could sink a little bit deeper into the pose because as you progressively do this, coming back to center, it resets, a little bit more length is created, and then the next time you go, you can go just a little bit deeper. But you're not trying to force yourself over. This is not a crank. You're not trying to really push yourself too hard. You're just going at a comfortable pace to get that rotation, helping to boost that vitality. And the great thing about twist poses, whether they're in Qigong or yoga, is they're really great for massaging your internal organs, specifically your digestion. You can get a nice boost because as you turn and continue to breathe, that diaphragmatic breathing helps to put some intercostal pressure on your digestive system and move things around in the natural order of how things are supposed to go. So that helps to get that energy to flow. Okay, so that's our first exercise, standing twist. The second is called knocking on the door of life. And in Qigong, the door of life is your kidney. It's this center where life force energy flows through, and this sequence helps to loosen up your spine once again as it shifts your weight back and forth. It helps to develop your balance as you shift your weight from side to side because you're engaging one thigh and then lighting up on the other, back and forth. It's just kind of this nice flowy movement back and forth. And it's said to help boost the kidney energy because there's a little acupressure process going on. As you'll see as we swing our arms, we're tapping on the parts of our body, kidneys, and then the spleen and the liver, depending on where our arms are swinging. Now with this sequence and the next Chi massage exercise, the idea behind this tapping is that it's light and it's comfortable. We're not trying to hurt ourselves or bludgeon or hit ourselves really hard. These taps, wherever they are on our body, are meant to be relatively light and comfortable. It's just meant to stimulate a little bit of energy, boost the circulation a little bit, and whenever we're doing these tapping positions, wherever they happen to be, it's just like this little jolt of energy that is said to go through your nervous system, bioelectric, biochemical energy that helps to enliven that part of your body with acupressure. So it's meant to be very light, very easy. Don't hurt yourself. It should feel comfortable. It should just be a very, very light tap, so you just feel a little bit of stimulation. So with knocking on the door of life, basically what we're doing is keeping the same nice wide position here, and you want to think of being able to kind of sink your weight from side to side as we get doing this. But we're starting from the stable position. Let your arms hang right here between your legs, and then slowly start to twist from your spine. As you build a little bit of momentum, let your arms swing and pick up that momentum until they start to wrap around your abdomen. So your front arm wraps around, taps either on the left or the right. One arm is tapping over toward the liver side, and the other is tapping toward your spleen. And then on the back, you're tapping in the area of your kidneys. Just a nice little tap here with the front or back of your palm. Just let it tap back and forth as you sink your weight. Now, as you continue to get more comfortable, that's when you can sink your weight a little bit more from side to side. Keeping your spine upright, just a nice knock. Hopefully you can hear this isn't like a really hard slap. It's just a little tap. Okay, now we're going to bring the front arm up, make a nice soft little fist, and let it tap right under our collarbones on each side. Now these are lung acupressure points, helping to boost our lung activity as well as our immune response a little bit, back and forth. Continue to breathe nice, full and deep breaths, sinking your weight. And after a few more rounds here, we'll just come back to the lower position. And depending on how loose your spine feels, maybe after that spinal twist it feels a little bit looser, you can look over your shoulder. That might facilitate a slightly deeper turn. But always listen to what your body's telling you. It should feel comfortable and easy. There should be a nice, gentle movement here, meant to lightly stimulate your system and just boost the energy just a little bit. And then we can slow ourselves down and come back to stillness. You can just feel. You've tapped on these different parts of your body. There's a little bit of subtle energy that might be moving. You might be aware of, you might not. But the idea is just to move that energy, move your body a little bit, encourage the twisting of your spine. Okay, so those are the two exercises. The third exercise now is called a chi massage. So chi is the same as prana, the life force that flows through our bodies, and it moves in specific directions according to Qigong. So what we're going to be doing is basically massaging those parts of our bodies with these light slaps, moving in the direction of the energy flow to help stimulate those channels. Whether it's going down our legs or down our arms and back up, it's meant to move in the direction that the energy is supposed to flow according to this ancient science. So we're just going to slap down, nice open palm slap, in most cases about that pressure. Shouldn't be harder than that. So you can just test it out. You should hear maybe a little bit of a slap, but it shouldn't be hard or painful in any way. Just enough to stimulate that part of your body. Now we'll go through a particular direction so you can see the flow, and then we'll do it all together. So we're going to start with this nice soft little fist, and we're going to tap on those kidneys again. So right around this area of our lower back, just nice soft tapping. You can kind of cruise around the area of your kidney. We're just keeping the same position we had here with our feet, maybe up and down your spinal column, down toward your tailbone, your hips a little bit. Just kind of massaging this area, boosting the life force. Doesn't have to be hard. Just enough to feel it, really. Okay, after you do this for a few moments, now we're going to turn our palms over and just slap with our palms on the same area, and we're going to go down the outside of our legs, down your hips, down your legs, bend from your hips so you don't roll your back, down to your ankles, and then coming up the inside of the legs, right up to the abdomen, and we're going to do that one more time. Slap down the back, down your hips, down the outside of your legs, down to your ankles, and then back up. Now we're going to make those soft fists again. Just tapping on your sternum, around your collarbones. In yoga, we often call this the thymus thump because the thymus gland is right behind your sternum here. It's to give it a little bit of boost of energy. Just massaging back and forth a little bit here. And now we're going to extend the right arm, and we're going to go down the inside of the arm. Same slaps, and then roll it over, come up the outside or back of the arm over the shoulder and back down. We'll do that one more time. Roll it over, up elbow, over the shoulder and down, and then we'll switch. Same thing, opposite arm. Following the channel of that life force energy down through the arm. Nice and easy, soft taps. Back up, you can knock on your chest a little bit more, and then to conclude this, we just brush the energy down a few times. And you should probably feel just a little bit of stimulation. It shouldn't hurt. It's just maybe just the slightest little bit of tingling from tapping different parts of your body. And this just helps to enliven the energy a little bit. The idea behind acupressure, such as this, is just to stimulate a little bit of energy movement that's happening at both a subtle level and a conscious and unconscious level that's going on in your physiology, and you can notice that and get that feedback loop going, so you can, okay, I noticed something, I noticed a change, I feel some movement, I feel some energy, I'm more in tune and aware of what's happening in my body. Okay, so 3 exercises: standing twist, knocking on the door of life, chi massage. Let's put them all together. Okay, so standing twist once again. Hands on our knees, lengthen your spine, get up nice and tall, shortstop position here. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, rotate over to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Let's stay here for a breath. Release, inhale, center. Exhale, right. Inhale, center. And one more time. Exhale, over left. Really feel that nice rotation in your spine. Inhale, back to center. And exhale, over to your right. Deep breath. And then inhale, back to center. Okay, knocking on the door of life, foot position, maybe just a little bit closer if that feels comfortable, but really finding what feels like a good base for you. Arms hanging, knees bent, and just begin to swing back and forth. Spinal rotation, picking up a little bit more momentum until you start to get this nice tap back and forth. This is part of my normal warm-up sequence every day. I like to do 7 low, 7 high, and 7 low again. So this is about 5, 6, 7, and now we'll come high. One hand high, one hand low. Shifting your weight, sinking into opposite leg. And let's go back low again. Slowing down now, one more time. And just unwind, pause for a moment. Okay, from here, going into chi massage, soft little fists, making a tap on your kidneys. Down tailbone area, around your hips. Switching over to your palms, slapping kidneys, then down the sides of your legs, outside. Roll up inside of your legs, moving the energy upward. Back down once again. Up. Tapping. Soft fist. Right arm. Down the inside. Roll it over. Up the outside. One more time. Switch. Roll it over. And last one. Back up. Knock. And brush down the energy. So there you go. Your third set of Qigong exercises. Very simple, effortless types of movements that shouldn't require too much strength or energy. Anybody can really do these poses as long as you're healthy and you feel comfortable with them. Always trusting what your body's telling you. If it doesn't feel right, please don't do it. And just tune in. Use this as an opportunity just to feel your body as it moves through different positions, different directions, different activities that you may never have done before. Remember, the whole idea behind mindful movement is to really give your body the opportunity to move through its full ranges of motion, to enhance its ability to move through the different directions that your body was designed to move in, and cultivate the energy as it flows and is liberated from being blocked or stagnant from too much sitting or lying or standing, and just embracing some of these movements that allow that energy to circulate and bring more vitality and health and well-being to your body, while at the same time cultivating more mindfulness and more awareness of your mind-body connection. So that's lesson 21. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll wrap up in a conclusion in just a moment. Namaste.